Hello everybody, I'm the Trybox Gamer, and we're back with School Tycoon. We still have about 4 more challenges on the easy side before we finish them up. Again, not too sure how I'm gonna do with these. And the audio still doesn't want to work. Nice. So I think with this challenge, we just need to send in a few mechanics. Let's see. I'll throw in you. Sure, why not? Sure, we'll go with the bigger one. Something I learned the hard way is that if you were to, say, get rid of the smaller one before you put down the bigger one, you lose, like, for example, if I were to delete the smaller one first before grabbing the big one at all, the big one would be locked. You're gonna need the building in order to get the other building. It's kind of annoying, but with a game this old, was there any sequels for this game? Hold on, I want to see if there's any sequels. I'm just gonna, type in sequels. It's only giving me this game, so no sequels. Not broken heart about it. If I were to make a guess on what the reviews for this game would be, it'd be like a mixed review. Like, you know how on Steam they have like, hey, this game's great, this game's negative, and then there's that mix. And this game would be for the mix category. I'm trying to think of what's the worst game I played on Steam. I can't think of any because typically I don't. Okay, I'm not saying that I just avoid anything with a negative review. But if I look at a game and I don't think I'm gonna like it, I don't get it. Unless if I'm so indecisive, I decide to look up some gameplay or trailers, then I'll give it a shot if I'm intrigued. But typically, I don't get something unless I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I think the only game that I might have returned was the sword making game, because maybe it was free, maybe I just got rid of it, but it had a cool premise, but it just felt lacking. Like, really lacking. Which kind of sucked because I was kind of planning on recreating some weapons that I was going to introduce in my D&D game as art, but since it didn't let me, okay, I couldn't get it to look how I liked. And two, some options were, I believe, prevented by a paywall. This game was hard to, I wouldn't call it a game, I would say it's more of an app, but it was just, how do I say, there's no escape button, nothing really did much. It was kind of a miracle that anything ran. So, yeah, it was not a fun experience. A new coach is required. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. And the thing is, crying out loud, I might as well put this on 1. I know the strategy I'm doing is stupid, but I'm kind of hoping all the maintenance workers, all the land workers that I've already hired, I hope they just go around and do their jobs. And then it'll end. I'm trying to find these fuckers too. I don't think they're doing jack shit. Hey. You guys working? You guys doing something? Got enough maintenance. Janitors. Yeah, okay. Yeah, our main focus isn't the teachers. We're trying to get this place cleaned up. I might have fucked up with the rearranging of... I might have fucked up. I definitely fucked up. Ooh, I gotta get some money, otherwise I lose. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, you know what? I'm just gonna sell all the useless crap. They're definitely not doing their goddamn jobs. I did hire janitors, right? I'm pretty sure I did. We hired maintenance workers. Of course, supposed to be... Oh, wait, no, that's something else. Fuck. We hired maintenance workers, and pretty sure I hired janitors. Unless I got the wrong building. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired at the moment, so I don't remember exactly what I did a few minutes ago. Get rid of everything. Fuck it. Get rid of everything. It'll be like that one cheapskate challenge that we did the last video. Get rid of it. Be gone. I just have a question. Where the hell is all this trash coming from? I mean, do we have a cafeteria for all this trash to pop up? Do we have, like, any vending machines where it pops up? Does it just randomly fly from the sky? I mean, personally, if I had trash on me, I hold it until I find a garbage can, not just leave it on the ground. But I guess it's this game needs some sort of conflict other than my poor management skills, so yeah, that makes sense. Give me some. I'm getting the damn money. I mean, that's kind of a conflict. What else can I get rid of? I'll get rid of the trees. Fuck the trees. Do the trees even do anything? Like, does it boost, like, I don't know, morale or something? I mean, I don't think these things... It's saying it's worth 0, but I just want to get rid of it because I don't like it. Go. Be free. You're all free to go. I'm liberating your existence. In other words, I'm selling you. Because you annoy me. And I really don't want to deal with your ass. So, goodbye. Goodbye. Shit. I mean, kinda helped. It kinda works. Our goal here isn't to have good academia. Our goal here is to... What did I do? I don't think anything got cleaned up well enough. The fuck are you talking about? Alright, what's the next challenge? After I'm done reading this piece of shit. 70%. I can read that much. I'm assuming it's with the athletics. Gotcha. Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. The audio's back. But unfortunately for me, it's that dumb fucking sound that I hate for the last video. So, this will be pretty straightforward. Just add a bunch of teachers. Make sure they're not too strict. Actually, maybe I drop that rule eventually because, well, fuck it. I don't know if I drop it for this challenge, but I know I stopped caring at one point. Just put you in there. Then I'll place, yeah, fuck it, why not? Go in there. I need to add more, like, I'm getting all the teachers first, and then I'll add the goddamn athletic shit. You can't go to a school without, I mean, you can, but how are you gonna learn? I mean, I guess online school... No, you're still gonna need a teacher to learn online. I remember one time, my college class, my professor, he just said, hey, just go to Coursera for the entire semester, and I was like, okay, cool. Kind of makes you think, hey, why am I taking this class with you if we're literally just going on to Coursera, but I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to be a smartass. I don't think I even attended, like... I maybe attended, like, 1 or 2 Zoom meetings, and then I just went to the Coursera site and just did everything I could. And then anytime we had a Zoom meeting, it was optional, so I just slept. Oh, wait, I passed? The fuck? I didn't even do anything. I mean, I guess I did something, but... Alright. Well, yeah, basically, anytime we had a quote-unquote Zoom meeting, it was optional, so I said, you know what, I work hard. It's too early for this shit. I'm gonna sleep in. I'll just catch up whatever the thing is in the recordings. If there's nothing important, I'm just gonna skip it. And typically there's nothing usually important. So, yeah, because most of the work was through the damn site. Granted, it's not a good idea to think that with all Zoom classes, because some classes, you do need to pay attention to. One time I was kind of stressed out for this one course. It was with programming, and I was having a bad time because, like, we got this. Fuck, I forgot what it was, but basically you had to write down the code for it. And on my side of things, I didn't think it was going well. I didn't believe that what I was writing down was giving me the right outputs. I was getting very frustrated. I was very stressed. It was a bad week for me. So eventually, I just did my assignment. Now, typically, not wanting to sound like a goddamn nerd, but I like to aim for an A. But for this assignment, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired. I'm done for the fucking week. I'm just going to turn in what I need to turn in. And then I'm going to bed because I just can't take it. And sometimes, you know, you need to do that. You just turn something in. If you're feeling like shit, just turn it in and work on yourself for a moment. So I turned it in. I'm feeling like shit, not because I had a hard week, but because I don't think I did the damn assignment right. So that's adding more to it. But I was just so done. I was like, fuck it. I'm doing well enough. I could get, like, at worst, I'm good with a C. If it's an F, then, well, fuck, I'll work harder. But if it's a C, I'm not gonna stress over it. So the day where we came, like, again, another Zoom meeting. This one, it wasn't as lenient as that one I was telling you about, so you did have to go to some of them, or at least watch the recordings. And typically, I do watch the recordings. So like I said, sometimes they're a little too early for me, or since a lot of them are in the afternoon, I'm kind of busy during the afternoon, so I just watch them when I'm free. Well, during this meeting in particular, I'm not feeling good. I'm just resting. I get a message from, like, I forgot what the hell you call it, but I got a message from one of my classmates, and they asked me, how'd you get the coding so well? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, last assignment, the professor during the video, she said that you did so well that it was picture perfect. And I'm like, I don't know. I was having a mental breakdown. I was fucking freaking out because I didn't feel well, and I didn't think it was giving me the right output. So honestly, I can't tell you. I just, hey, I passed. I just followed the instructions and did as what we were told to do. The real bitch with programming, I find, is that I tend to accidentally add extra spaces. That's a bitch. If it's not adding the extra space thing, it's capitalizing shit you're not supposed to capitalize. That's a bitch and a half. What the fuck is that building right there? The fuck is that building? What's with the storm cloud in front of it? Okay. I just saw that's the detention center. That's the deluxe detention center. What the fuck are we running here? So, let's see. Other college stories. There's a goddamn fucking audio again. I honestly kind of hate how it goes in and out. I really just might mute this and add background music. Or lower this and, you know, do like I did with the last video. Fuck it. Getting rid of you. Getting rid of you. We don't need that huge ass detention center, okay? I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks kind of cool, but at the same time, I kind of don't want it. So let's see, okay, one time I had, like, this sex ed class, not because I needed it, but it was like an elective for me. And my understanding was it was going to be laid back and easy because someone told me it was going to be laid back and easy. Every time somebody tells me that a class is laid back and easy, it's always the fucking opposite. Not saying it was too difficult, but by definition of laid back and easy, it was more work than I would call for. So, it wasn't, as they said it was. But during one of the quizzes that we had to do, see, oh hey, that kind of worked out perfectly, nice. I think it was the first quiz, but it was one of those quizzes that we had to do that we weren't really getting graded on. We're just going off of our knowledge. And I think that the first one was identifying the reproductive names for, I think, both the female body and the male body. I can't tell if it were both or just the first one. I honestly don't remember. What I do remember is that during the assignment, see, typically you get a picture like showing you what you need to label. Well, I didn't. The picture was not there, so I was blinded. I had no picture to go off of, so I was like, how the fuck am I gonna complete this? So I talked to the professor, and I was like, hey, not getting the image for the assignment. Can you fix it up a bit? And she was like, yeah, some people have been telling me the same thing too. And I was like, great, I'll just wait. Yeah, I'll just wait until it's up. So she made another message that, hey, she should have fixed it. I was like, okay, cool. So I start the assignment again. Nope, still had the blank thing. I was like, I could email her again, and I could tell her the issue here. But I do have some knowledge of some parts. And this test really is just that. Like, you don't have to get everything 100% right. You just have to see where you are. I already had a little bit of knowledge in the subject. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to test that. I'm just going to see how much I know. So the assignment was, like, typically you get, like, the image and then a list of where the parts are. No image means I don't know which line means what. So I was thinking, you know, in my old sex ed book, it went in this order. So I'm gonna assume it goes in that order. Because I don't, like, again, no image to go off of. It's like, that is the last thing I could reference to make any logical guesses. So when I hit the last one in and turned in the assignment, boom, 100%. I was like, well, okay, that was it was kind of a shot in the dark. Granted, yes, I did take the subject prior to this class, but you have to remember, this has been years ago, so me actually getting it blew my mind, because my memory's that of a goldfish. What's wrong with you? Why the little mark above your head? The fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean the school is not fun, you little shit? There's an arcade literally down the fucking opposite of the gym. There's several classes. Get the fuck out of here then. Fuck you. Little shithead. Sunny skies for the heist. Yeah, great. So anyway, I turned in the assignment. Now, I must have been like the first person to actually turn it in, and other people might have been having the same issue that I had, that the image wasn't popping up, because she messaged me and she was like, hey, that's great that you turned it in. Hey, did you know what the problem was? And I was like, oh boy, I hate to tell you, but I still have the same fucking problem, Professor. The only thing that I could think of that could have caused the problem was that my VPN was on and it was blocking the image. That is the only logical thing I could think of, because I couldn't think of any other reason why the image was still getting blocked. So I let her know, hey, maybe it's a VPN thing, because mine was on during the assignment, and that's the only thing that I could think of that would affect it. Now, I wasn't sure if it was 100% for a fact the reason why the image wasn't showing up, but logically, it was the only thing that I could think of that would make some sense. So, after I told her that, I say maybe like 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, I get another message from her, and she says, hey, thank you, I informed the other students about the VPN, and once they turned theirs off, the assignment started popping up for everybody. It was like, wow, 2 shots in the dark in one day and both hit the bullseye? Holy shit, that's impressive! After that, nothing of importance happened in the class. It was basically just like, well, sex ed, shit. I'll think of another story. Let's see, oh, okay. Here's another story. This was like my first semester in college. So, we had this one math class, and we had the site that we go on. I think it was My Math Lab. So, at first it was free, which was pretty cool, but at a certain point, you would have to pay, and I was trying to save some money, so I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. We have like 2 weeks free. All the assignments were available for us since day one. So I thought, you know what would be funny? It would be fucking hilarious if I complete the entire course in 2 weeks. Now, even though I said 2 weeks, I will let everybody know that it, in fact, did not take 2 weeks. However, after the first free 2 weeks, we got another 2 weeks for free, so that gave me more leeway. And I was tired, I was exhausted, but within a month, I completed my entire math course. However, I only passed the class with a fucking C. And you wanna know why? It's because of the test. The test fucked me over. See, the tests, they were at the class. The course and homework was on the computer. Yeah, I finished A's with the homework and all that, but the test really dragged me down. See, if I went with the class, I could guarantee you I would have passed with an A. But since I did that little stunt, which, granted, I think I completed the entire course within maybe 3 weeks. I remember I printed out the page that showed my completion, like 100%, and I took it to the professor, and he saw it. He looked at me and says, "Oh my god, that is impressive." I was still tired. I was like, "Yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna go and relax for a bit, Professor." He's like, "No, you. Wow, that's really impressive. Go ahead, rest up." And again, like I said, if I stayed with like a good rhythm with the class, I would have probably passed with an A. But since I did all the material within like the first fucking 3 weeks, and I didn't retain any of the information I need during the test, I end up passing with a C. Not bad, but I could have done better. In all honesty, I don't recommend doing that shit. It'll leave you feeling tired. It'll leave you feeling drained. Take it slow. Don't take it too slow. Like, take it at adequate speed. Sadly, that wasn't the only time I had my math lab. See, my math lab was a very popular thing that the professors used. Not saying I hated the thing, but there are some times that I really wanted to punch out the computer in front of me. There's this one problem. It's like 9 steps. Well, actually, I think it was 9 steps if you skip a couple, but in total, I think there might have been 12, but I managed to get it down to 9, but regardless, there's a bunch of steps that you had to follow. Now, with my math lab, you'll have this thing where you see an example, and it'll help you explain what you have to do with the, steps. So I kept going through the steps, kept going through, but it kept telling me that I was wrong. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm following it step by step. That's when I looked at the right answer, and then I looked back at my answer. So, I got everything right, except for the label. See, I was putting down X, because typically a lot of the problems, you label it X. This one, however, wasn't asking for X. It was asking for Y. So I did it again, followed the steps, but instead of labeling it X, I went with Y, and I got it right after God knows how long. I would say probably an hour. Exaggerating, an hour. If I were to be honest, it'd probably be like 30 minutes I was trying to work through it. But, yeah, no, I really want to hit the computer screen. The only thing that stopped me was, one, I was in public, and two, look, if I break out, I was going to have to pay for it. So, yeah, no. After that little incident, I learned something very important. If I were to get a problem wrong, I remember it a lot better. Because I remember seeing... Oh, shit. Well, that just sort of happened out of nowhere. Holy shit, like they all broke down. But yes, like I was saying, after that little incident, I learned that I remember the problems I get wrong. Mainly because when we had a quiz, that same problem popped up, and that thing's on fire. Holy shit. And without doing the steps, because I recognize the numbers. It was basically the same question. I was like, I remember you. You son of a bitch, I remember you. I didn't even have to do the damn work because I already did it. So I was like, it's this answer. Boom, right. After the quiz got graded, which I think was maybe like a week later, I had a little chit chat with the professor. I was like, yeah, I remember that one in particular because I kept getting it wrong during the homework. And I realized where I got it wrong. Oh, that does not look good. And we lost the building. Fun. I think we lost 2 buildings. I just realized we've been at this challenge like longer than all the other challenges combined. To be honest, I'm kind of losing my patience with it. Just slightly losing my patience with it. I think this is going to be the only easy challenge that we don't beat. I think I'm okay with that. I honestly didn't do all these... I wasn't planning to do all the challenges. I just wanted to get through a good segment. And I think the next segment, I'm going to just stick around some more. So... yeah. Huh. I don't like the sound that's making. Really don't like it. My math professors were typically cool. I didn't have, you would think that someone that teaches math would be, completely strict, but the professors that I got, they were always pretty relaxed people. They were always funny people. I remember, during one, before our first test, the math professor, he was all like, now, during tests, you all know that you shouldn't have your phones out. You shouldn't have anything that gives you answers. The only thing that you're allowed to have is either your calculator or your notes. Which, if I recall, I think we were only allowed, one sheet of notes, so you can't have, a bundle of them. Yeah, needed one sheet. So, when he said that, I raised my hand, I'm like, I have a question. What if I got contact lenses with my notes written on them? And he started busting up laughing. It's like, Anthony, look, if you could manage to write on a context and put it in without any lasting damages to your eyes, then I don't know why you're in my class, because that's impressive. It's like, okay, yeah, if you see me with blackout eyes one day, just know I found a way. And that's been our running joke every time that we're about to take the quiz. Is like, Anthony, can I see your eyes? I'm like, okay, they're right here. Brown eyes, right? And I'm like, yep, if I come to class with blue eyes, you know something's up. Our other reoccurring joke that we had, because I had this professor a couple of times. See, when he introduced my math lab, I made a joke with him the following day when class resumed. I was like, yeah, I joined my math lab, but I think I'm on an FBI wanted list. And he was like, wait, why? Because I accidentally spelled my meth lab. That's been another reoccurring joke ever since I had his class. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to call it here for today. I'm getting kind of tired. And we're nowhere near on actually beating this. So, yeah. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. This is the one that got away. Take care, and please like and subscribe.